Hello everyone, Starltros here bringing you another guide video. So today we are going to return to True Grace of Lightning to go do the Rebel and Thunderclear. So let's get right into it. So we're gonna grab a friend Hyo, just making sure that he is geared in shift form. Yeah, he doesn't have max machine nor dragon killer, but that should be fine. So long as he's geared, has the chain cap upgrade increase, yeah, we're gonna be good. Base form doesn't matter much in terms of damage, but it's still going to be nice. So here we go. Oh yeah, sorry. Let's look at the gears. So I gave Dragon Overkiller to Lightning and Kane. Kane is the leader. If you don't have Kane, you can replace Fang with your own Hyo, and he can lead the team. Only Snow won't be benefiting from the leader skill, and Ash, but who cares about Ash? But yeah, bring your own Hyo instead of Fang will also work. So let's look at the gears. So Fang has Alexander for Machine Overkiller, but she's not going to be the main damage dealer anyway. I give her for full damage, so Dragon and Machine Killer. I don't have any Machine Overkiller to give her on the materia slot, and she has a Gathering card. I couldn't quite reach 600% attack because I need to go and rerun this in the item world. I'm just lazy. That is very low. I just need to go and rerun it. I'm just too lazy. You know me, I say that literally in every video at this point. Ash here, I just geared her for HP because I want to make sure she survives. She probably will, like, easily, but I geared her for MP and HP. A little bit of a MP reduction, MP cost reduction here. Otherwise, she's never going to deal any damage at all. She's just there to be a beautiful lady accompanying the party. Next, we have Lightning. Lightning is using the Dark Vision's Great Sword. If you don't have it, just your best weapon for her, like your highest attack weapon is gonna be fine. But the Dark Vision's Great Sword is a tiny bit higher than everything because of the variants that it has. Otherwise, she has 300% of both killers and also an extra 50 overkiller here on the materia slot. If you don't have any extra Dragon Overkiller to give, just go with the 500% stat attack buff. That should be sufficient. I gave her some Esper stats because I could fit it. Chain speed might be better. I never remember what's exactly better, but since she's on Bahamut, she's getting some good stats from it anyway. She is using the Guardians card. On to Kane. Kane here geared for damage once again. I didn't run his STMR in the item world yet, so I could get slightly better equipment, like tiny bit higher attack stats here and there by running this in item world, but once again, I'm too lazy to go and do it. The economy for the killers for him are a little harder, but everything here is something you can, well, no, this, I don't remember this one. Oh yeah, well, no, okay, so this is from Call, but those are from 5-star Cindy, or Sydney, I don't remember. Anyway, the girl Sid from FF15, so you can go and grab as many as you want of those. It's 100% Machine Killer, and you just need 3 of those to fully cap him on Machine Killer. He's using the Royals card. And last is Snow, who is going to be our tank. I still built him for damage, but he is not going to contribute much. He has 300% both Machine and Dragon Killer, and he's using the Rebels card. But mostly he's there to take the magic damage for us. And as we saw, so we're bringing this Hyo here with just he's just there to contribute to the damage. Be a Rebel Lightning. He's gonna be doing some breaks, and he might use his field here and there as well. Because I mean, like, Fang can do it, or he can do it anyway. Let's get into it. So also one thing that's good with Hyo is that he's on the same rotation as Richt for his shift form. So basically a little bit like yesterday, we are going to use the downtime during the third fight to have him recover from the shift form, so he can shift again and kill the third boss and then the final boss after. So to start here, we're gonna have Ash do, well, it's not even necessary, let's just do triple cast. So Enfandaga, stat buff, and some MP regen, because why not? With Fang here, we are going to do the modifier buff. We're going to give some Machine Killer to Lightning, and we are going to do the 75% Imperil Field. With Kane, we are going to use the LB modifier buff. We are going to break. Actually, wait. With Lightning, we are going to modifier buff. We are going to break and Machine Killer. Yeah, that works. Absolutely. Okay, so she's breaking and she is using the Machine Killer, and he is going to use his LB modifier buff, and I can't do the weapon in peril. Never mind. He needs to use the. Oh no. I'm gonna skip the LB modifier buff for him. So, weapon in peril, heal, and he's going to use the Imperil for Thunder and well, that's it. We're going to Omni Cover with Snow because this is a physical attack turn. He can use this for some mitigation because there's some physical mitigation in there. And how about we use the modifier buff for his chaining ability. With Hyo, we are going to shift him right away because we're going to kill on turn 2 instead of turn 3 this time. I decided to be a little bit cheeky, but it's going to work very easily anyway. With Hyo, we are going to triple cast. We're going to do the modifier buff. We're going to do the attack and magic break with him. Well, it's more than just attack and magic, but mostly attack and magic. And we can do this for some machine mitigation just in case, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Everyone, they do their thing. Now, Kane will tickle the enemy a little bit. Now it's some physical damage. Snow is tanking it like a boss with the Omni Cover, and now we're just going to send everyone. So it's Fang, Kane, all using Thunder, Lightning, and Hyo. Snow is going to use his chaining move, and just because I want to use an ability for the overdrive counter, Ash is going to use some healing. So the way we're going to chain is we're going to send Hyo and Fang, and I don't know why I want to call her Grace all the time. So Hyo and Fang, and then we're going to send Lightning, Snow, and Kane together at the same time. So like this, like that, and then we just send Ash for a little bit of healing. And there we are. So 2 turn on the first boss. Second boss, like we did yesterday with the light team. I say light, but you mean yeah, it was a light team. Anyway, with the team I did yesterday where we killed this boss on turn 1, we're going to do that again here. The way we are going to do it is Ash is going to do Thundering View, the stat buff, and the rest, it doesn't really matter. Let's just do Veil. So she's going to use her LB. He is going to, so Kane is going to break and Imperil. So, Imperil for Sword, Great Sword, and Spear, even though he's not going to be attacking. The 90% break, and the 180 Imperil with this move here. Now, Hyo is just going to go in. Lightning is going to go in. And Snow is going to join in with his chaining move to chain with Lightning. Hopefully this will be enough, otherwise I will need to reload. So once again, we're going to send, oh wait, yeah, if we want to get it, let's just make sure we're going to use Snow's Overdrive. It should help a little bit, just to make sure, because he's going to have it in time for the next time we're going to use it anyway. So we send once again Hyo and Fang together, and then we send Snow and Lightning. So like this, like that, and we cross our fingers. There you go. That boss is 49 billion HP if I'm not mistaken. And we did 54, so that was easy enough. Now, Chaotic Engine is, I guess, the annoying boss in this this series. As usual, like most Grace third fights are the annoying ones. So this one, just like for Grace of Fire, we need to wait because he is going to apply Mighty Guard to him. So on turn 1, most people can just guard. So we're going to Shelga, Mitigations, and Elemental Resist with Snow. He's already covering from the get-go. Hyo here is just going to, actually he's just going to break attack and magic. Kane doesn't really have anything to do on turn 1, so we can just guard. Fang can just guard, and I guess Lightning can fill the LB gauge for Snow. Oh no, that's not necessary. Oh well, just in case, because I don't want to be stopped if the boss stops, but I don't think he does. Anyway, we're just gonna triple cast with Ash, so we're gonna do Veil, we're gonna do Entandaga, and we are going to do some empty refill. There we go. So on turn 1, the boss is going to apply Mighty Guard, and unfortunately there is no way we're killing this boss on turn 1, so we're just gonna wait until the Mighty Guard falls down, and then we can kill the boss. So that was the death attack we're resisting thanks to the party skill. Now Hyo is back in the base form. Anyway, so on this turn, we are simply going to wait some more because the boss is going to dispel his debuffs, so we're going to need to reapply them on next turn. For Snow here, we are going to wait. What's that? It's 4 turns, so I could use it now. Let's do that. So Snow is going to cover. He is going to use his, I guess I can do those again because I want them to, yeah, I'm just going to do the mitigations and resist buffs because I want those to still be active by the end of the fight. We need them for 4 turns and they're active for 3 turns. Ash can simply just recast this here for some MP regen for everyone. Lightning. 3 turns. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. Everyone is just going to guard. Yeah. Here we go. And as you can see, Kane is kind of whittling down the boss with his boost skill. That is probably going to help us finish the boss off easily. And thank God he's not pushing it below 50%, otherwise that would be a threshold crossing, and then we would be in trouble. Next, this turn we can start doing the setup. So what we're going to do with Hyo is we are going to, not with him. So we are going to use his LB modifier buff, the breaks, and I guess you can just field. Yeah. Lightning is going to use her modifier buff. She is going to use the Thunder Imperil. That's a 200% Imperil, which is going to be very nice. And she can use the Machine Killer on everyone. Ash. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so Ash is going to use Veil and Tondaga. This here for low barrier to survive easier. And then the stat buff. Bang. Modifier buff. That's fine. Machine Killer on Lightning some more. I did the, well, I am going to reapply the field with Hyo, so she doesn't need to do it. The big Imperil are already taken care of. She doesn't need to do much. Let's just use her mitigation skill so she survives easier. Kane is going to use his LB modifier buff. He's going to break, Imperil for Fear Sword and Great Sword, and he's going to 90% break. Snow is going to, he's not going to use his LB modifier buff, he's going to use his ability mod buff. And nothing else much, actually. He could just guard that turn too, and that would be fine. But we're just going to use this. Yeah. Let's go with that. I did the break again, right? I did. Okay, we're good. So next turn is the final turn of the boss's mitigation. And now the boss healed a little bit, but we don't really care. Now thanks to Veil, all the status ailments that would be applied are completely negated. Now on this turn, we are going to Omni Cover with him. Oh, it's another mod buff. Good thing I did that. I've barely ever used Snow. So let's get the extra modifier buff. We need to do Omni Cover with him as well to make sure we survive, because there is going to be a fixed attack on this turn. And if we don't Omni Cover, we are going to wipe. Because we're all very squishy. And I guess... oh, just Shell Gun again. Bang is going to use the 400% LB modifier, LB buff. As for the rest, nothing else really is necessary right now, so let's just do that. So the 400% LB buff with Kane, 400% LB buff. We are going to reapply the field. Do we need anything else? Is it going to have time to do that next fight? Well, technically you could. Yeah, okay, sure. So let's just throw away a little anything there. Pairs. Lightning is going to use her 400% LB modifier buff. LB buff, sorry, wow. I'll get it at some point. Let's do some stop resist again, just in case. And that's about it for her as well. Yeah, so let's give her that just in case. I don't think it's going to be necessary, but that's actually completely useless. Yeah, this is for 2 turns. Never mind. So, LB buff, sorry, LB buff, and then let's twice do this. Hyo, as you can see, he is going to be able to shift back on the next turn. As far as we're concerned, for him, we don't need anything, so let's just do the LB modifier buff. LB buff. With Ash, let's redo Veil and Pandaga, the MP refill. We don't really need anything else more from her, so let's just triple cast. Here we are. So I am Omni covering. Yes. Let's go. So now, thanks to Snow, everyone is surviving easy. And now we can finally go on the boss because there is no more mitigations on him. Or it, because I don't think we can call that thing him. Anywho. You don't need to go. Oh wow, is that another modifier buff? Oh my god, there's another modifier buff. Never used Snow. Should be enough anyway. Alright, to do this, we're not using the overdrives for this one because we need to keep them for the next boss, by the way. And we are going with Hyo as well. Hyo could shift because he is going to still be in the shift form for the next fight where we are going to kill the boss on turn 2, by the way. And we're just going to heal with her. So, what we do here is we send Hyo and Fang, and then we send all the others just like this, like that. And the boss is dead. So I guess Kane's overdrive, boost skill really helped. Because starting from 80%, I think was like the threshold for us. I'm not sure if it would have killed otherwise. I don't remember how much HP this one has. So for this boss, we are going to start with Snow. Snow is going to Omni Cover, and I think Omni Cover should be enough on its own. We are going to use this here for the resist buff, and the LB modifier, the LB buff, I guess. With Hyo, we are going to use the 200% Imperil. We are going to use the big Amplify for himself and the LB buff. with Kane, we're going to use the LB buff, the big amplify, and we are going to use the weapon and perils. With Fang, we are going to use LB buff, big amplify that she can share with, I guess, Snow, for what it's worth. And then the stat buff is not necessary. Not gonna help. No. So she can do the mitigations just to ensure she doesn't die. With Ash, we're going to use Veil and Thondaga, you know, the classic, the stat buff, and a tiny bit of MP regen just in case. With Lightning, we are using the LB buff, the Lightning Amplify, which we are going to share with... Oh. What was a good question? Let's share it with Fang, because Fang's, I think, is 200%. And then she breaks. Let's just confirm, is that 200%? Yeah. So Fang is going to get a little... It's not 200 as well. Oh my god. Old units, I swear. That'll be fine. Let's make it more efficient then. And let's give the 200% amplify to her. Oh, and let's just do that, yeah. How about that? So since she's getting the amplify, she can do this. That is going to be a tiny bit more efficient. Yes. No one's breaking attack and magic. That is a problem. We need to do the imperil with him. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so he's not getting his amplify. Just, oh, it's a 300% amplify. Oh. That sucks. Snow is going to bite the bullet here. So Snow will Omni cover. He's going to do the resistance buff, sorry, and he is going to do the breaks. So Hyo can do fire amplify. I'm so sorry about the confusion. So fire imperil, LB buff, and amplify. Yes, this one's gonna be better. So Lightning is using her LB buff, LB mud buff, and breaks. I just want to make sure I did that right. LB buff, LB mud buff, and also amplify on her. What were you doing? LB buff, amplify, weapon and peril. Yeah, that's good. Okay, okay. We got this. We got this. And she was doing Veil and Thondaga. I'm gonna use this instead for the barrier. Because not everything will be Omni covered this turn, unfortunately, and we don't need MP anymore after that, so we're just going to do this way. I just want to make sure everything is fine before I cast with her. Yes, so the attack and magic break and then the defense and spirit break are on. Now he is going to do a bunch of things, also status ailments, so you need to have Veil applied at all costs. And he's also going to use 2 attacks that I think are not coverable or provocable. So you have to hope that they go to people who won't die. Never mind, everything went to Snow. Now we're going to use the overdrives, and we are just going to send everything and the kitchen sink to this boss, and it should take care of it. Unfortunately, we do not have the SLBs on Kane and Fang. But that shouldn't be that big a deal. It's only 100, I think it's 100 times modifier more. And you know what? Go Ash. Do your thing. Oh, yeah, okay, so Snow is also a Bolting Strike chainer. So what you're going to want to do is send, well, we can send Snow and Ash to start the chain. And then we are going to send Hyo and Fang, and we're going to finish with Kane and Lightning. So like this, like that, and like that. And there you go. So, and there was damage cap on someone with probably Lightning. And this boss has a little bit over, I think it's 120 billion. So even though you're hitting for 99 billion, technically you're hitting higher. Otherwise you're not killing it. And for the damage breakdown, here we can see... Oh, actually, I'm surprised. Wow. Okay. So Lightning carried as expected. That's what, well, also we gave her, whenever we could, the bigger buffs. Kane in second place. I also expected him to be in second place. Then Hyo with 68 million, which is actually surprising. I expected him to be a little lower. And Fang with 55. I guess that's all right. And finally Snow with 16. I'm surprised he did that much. Anyway, and Ash for the only time she dealt damage with 400 million. Let's not forget she was there. Her support was very, very important for the fight. So yeah, with this, it covers all the missions and all the tags that you needed to get, because we just did Thunder and Rebels. And yesterday we did Gathering, Crystal, and Sword Masters. So by doing these 2 clears, you get everything. So you can go and get yourself a good triple overkiller materia. If you cannot clear, if you cannot copy this clear, what you can do, because I know Snow wasn't a very popular character, so maybe you haven't off-bannered him. If you don't have Snow, what you can do is remove Snow and do just a Rebel clear by using Ash. So tank Ash from forever ago, just Envy Ash, not this one, the other one, as the Rebel tank. She's Rebel, and she is going to tank the fight like a boss. The only thing is she's not Thunder. And then you can redo the same clear once again, and instead of using Ash for the tank, you can use Season 4 Rain, so Crimson Rain. As the tank, he is also Thunder, and he is going to contribute some damage along, which is going to help, as opposed to Ash, who is going to do basically nothing but sit pretty. She can do some buffs, I guess, but we all know that this Ash here is doing everything we need anyway. Otherwise, as I said, you can replace Fang with Hyo, and it's still gonna work properly. And finally, if you don't have Kane, I guess just, yeah, bring Hyo to replace Fang, and making him the leader should be enough. And bring somebody else as a Rebel and Lightning unit. Oh yeah, probably Cloud and Zack would be a good option. Aerith, not so much. A Shaw could probably do a serviceable job. Reagan, of course, if you have him, is going to be a very strong option, but since he's pretty new, I didn't really feel like including him in the clears. Same with the new Lastwell from Season 2 Lastwell. He is going to be a tremendous help for this, because he is Rebel and Thunder, and he has a 200% Imperil field. So obviously, if you have him, use him. It's going to go very well. Also, they have overdrives, because this team's overdrive coverage was pretty low. Anyway, so that's it for this clear. If you have any questions for substitutions, feel free to ask in the comments. I will try to see what other options I can offer. Otherwise, that would be it for Grace of Thunder. I will try to start studying for doing my homework for True Grace of Fire. Its Grace of Fire is a little harder. It's more recent, and I don't quite have the units to get all the clears that we need for it. I did start doing it, meaning I cleared once. I cleared it twice, actually. Our regular clear, and then I did one with crystals, which I copied from Kojimaru, so not really worth me doing anything with it. Sadly, my Season 5 Lastwell is EX0 right now, so he's not going to carry anything just yet. And I don't have Season 1 Rain either. So if I do pull and get these units eventually, I will probably go in more seriously. Otherwise, right now, I don't think I have the damage to make it past the last boss. And making it to the last boss also isn't that easy. They are quite bulky, and they deal a lot. Well, they deal a lot of damage. I guess Tato, the second boss, will deal a lot of damage with like the counterattacks, the dispels all the time. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna apply myself and try to learn the fight and see if I can make it with a more budget team. If I can't, we're gonna wait until I can pull them and show you guys how to do a serviceable clear. And until then, thank you for joining, and see you in the next video, probably in a couple of days when we get maintenance for the surprise new units we get and Dark Visions that is going to start in, I think, 2 or 3 days. Bye!